The Romans have built a port called Caesarea on the coast of Israel. The Italian regiment of soldiers is garrisoned here. In that port lives a centurion. That means a man who is leading 100 soldiers. His name is Cornelius. Although he is not a Jew, he is a devout man. He and his family fear God. That doesn't mean they are afraid of God. No, it means they respect and love God. You can see it in the life of Cornelius. He prays regularly to God. And when he sees poor people or people with a special need, he helps them. He gives generously to those in need. Do you do the same? Further down the coast, Peter is staying in the port of Joppa, in the house of Simon the tanner. This man tans animal skins. Peter is his guest since he was called to Joppa when Tabitha had died. You remember this story, right? One day, at about 3 in the afternoon, Cornelius has a vision. He sees a man in shining clothes, an angel of God, who comes to him and says, "Cornelius!" Cornelius stares at him. He feels very afraid and replies, "What is it, Lord?" The angel answers, "Your prayers and gifts to the poor have come up as a memorial offering before God." Do you see? God always hears our prayers. God always sees what we do. The angel continues, "Now, send men to Joppa to bring back a man who is called Peter. He is staying with Simon the tanner, whose house is by the sea." When the angel has gone, Cornelius immediately calls 2 of his servants and a devout soldier, who is one of his attendants. He tells them everything that has happened and sends them to Joppa. Joppa is about 30 miles down the coast. The messengers stop to rest overnight and continue their journey the next day. Meanwhile, Peter is on the rooftop of Simon's house. Houses in Israel often have a flat roof. That is a nice place to be. Peter is there to pray. Do you have a quiet place at home where you can pray? It is noon. Peter becomes hungry and wants something to eat. While the meal is being prepared, Peter falls into a trance. He sees heaven opened. Something like a large linen sheet is being let down to the earth by its 4 corners. The sheet is full of all kinds of 4-footed animals, wild beasts, creeping things, and birds. The Jews consider certain animals unclean because of a law the Lord had given to the Israelites when they were traveling to the promised country years and years before. Jews will not eat anything considered as unclean. Now Peter hears a voice commanding him, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." "Surely not, Lord," Peter replies. "I have never eaten anything impure or unclean." The voice speaks to him a second time. "Do not call anything impure that God has made clean." This happens 3 times. Then the sheet is taken back to heaven. While Peter is wondering about the meaning of the vision, the messengers from Cornelius find out where Simon's house is and arrive at the gate. They call out, asking if Peter is staying there. While Peter is still thinking about the vision, the Holy Spirit says to him, "3 men are looking for you, so get up and go downstairs. Do not hesitate to go with them, for I have sent them." Peter goes down and says to the man, "I'm the one you're looking for. Why have you come?" The men reply, "We have come from Cornelius, the centurion. He is a righteous and God-fearing man who is respected by all the Jewish people. An holy angel told him to ask you to come to his house so that he can hear what you have to say. Then Peter invites the man into the house to be his guests. That is special. Non-Jews were also considered as unclean. But Peter has learned a lesson today. God also makes non-Jews, the Gentiles, clean. How? When they ask Jesus to forgive their sins. When you do so, Jesus cleanses your dirty, sinful heart as well. You will be considered clean and pure in God's eyes. Peter decides that the following day he will go to Caesarea to visit Cornelius. What will happen there? You'll hear it in the next story.